when it comes to custody with children, like they they not giving the fathers. You ain't getting custody unless the person died. You know what I'm saying? Even then, they still try.
Hey, get to the auntie.
Yeah. You know what I'm
Is there any
saying?
woman in the house?
Exactly. They still, I done seen dope fiends, man, women.
Welcome to the Baby Daddy Podcast, Season 2. We back on set. We got your boy 50 Cent, man. Legendary Baby Daddy. His baby moms is going through it. I feel like, did he just getting some get back from the old May situation?
Yeah, the whole time, everybody puzzled was wondering why, you know, 50 had this trolling about Diddy. So, man, finally came out, about situated with his baby mama. And, who wouldn't be upset or something like that?
I heard that the son was there doing, taping going on. Son somewhere. So that's like a violation.
Yeah, definitely a violation, man. You already knew that. If it wasn't for, Hollywood and what they got to lose, and if it been some street stuff, it definitely would have been totally different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot to lose. They on the whole level. They got eyes,
What?
camera always on. So,
Put yourself in fifth shoes. What would you have said anything, or what you would have did different if not the same thing as fifth?
shoot, I would do the same thing, man. Like, I mean, what else can you do? You can't do nothing else. You can't go to war. You can't go to the streets. But yeah, I would have done the same
Boy, so
thing.
all he really did was make a statement. You would make a statement, or would you even do that much?
Man, if I was in a position like he was, yeah, sure, I'd do it just like that. I mean, yeah,
The
it's a
statement,
violation.
the statement was. Did you get a chance to see the statement? The statement was, the real victim here is the boy, because he got to go to every grade knowing Mom Duke's turned up like this.
Ah, yeah, okay,
Yeah, yeah.
that's a good point right there. Wow,
Um,
that's tough right there.
who's so if you now we got a situation. We already know what that situation is. Baby moms get used as a pawn in the chess game because there's no queen there. So is there anything Fifth could have did different, or is this all on the BM?
The thing is what she did. Why was she being a victim like that? Why she put herself in that situation?
Uh, could Fifth done anything different?
I mean, I don't think he could have did different. Just walked away and like said no, kept it moving.
I like that vindictive part though, bro.
Yeah,
Like, cause I was mentioning him, Diddy being the ringleader and the man seeking gig back. But yeah, why was she so vindictive? Because she knew that was a major play.
exactly, exactly. So she knew she probably for what now to be known, everything is out the cat out the bag. I think she is the one who was the one who probably initiated this whole thing.
Mm.
You know what I mean? She probably was the one offering the whole situation up because at that time, Puffy didn't have no reason to be vindictive towards 50.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So, from the get 50 was songs for Puffy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
So you okay? As in, throughout history, if you start digging through the crates as to what most major issues is between men, it usually be a female somewhere at the beginning of the ordeal.
always. He couldn't do nothing without her.
Mm.
So that's how it always is. The female play the most big part because she's the one in control of the whole situation.
For
She can
sure.
say yes, she can say no. She's in control of the whole situation. You know what I mean? Like for her to go like that and say, "Hey, let me go do this and do that," and then She might have been in a financial situation too, but nevertheless, you know, it shouldn't make her that way. Puffy should have been of all the women in the world. Why would he do that?
I know. Fifth probably had his fair share of women. What you think it was about her specifically that let her become the BM?
I mean, she's definitely a beautiful woman. So
Yeah, because she was
very
able to bag
attractive.
2 boss dudes
Yeah, so
in
she
10 years.
exactly. So she definitely a very attractive woman. So the way 56 character is set up, she really had to do something to be like, hey, to get his attention. So I mean, like I said, she's an attractive woman. I don't know her personally, but I ain't really never hit it about her until this situation.
Right, right. So maybe he thought because there's a lot of bad joints, but so it had to be some. Maybe it doesn't have to be, but maybe it was something else. But maybe she wasn't as known, and he liked that about Shorty until she got with him and got clouded up.
And shit, it could have been a situation where to get his attention, she probably was a quiet, quiet, nice female, quiet girl. You know what I mean?
Mm,
And sometimes situations turn somebody to be that kind of person for whatever reason it may be.
for sure.
So for her to be, like I said again, for her to go that route, something went on, make her go that route and involve did. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, so I mean, she involving other dudes. It's probably he had other women. The typical.
because she could have easily been like, even if Diddy would have offered that situation up, she could have easily said no.
Yeah. No, it was definitely
Yeah,
some get back
yeah,
from both parties.
yeah. So
That's how it be. But the thing, like 50 Cent said, he was concerned about his child being a victim, which leads me to the next talking point, which was about child women in childcare. Period. I've been seeing a lot in the news about what women, the daycare, or the people they leaving with, people, the kids are being abused. But I always ponder, like, where the pops at? I don't see no daddies that was like, yeah, why would they do that? Or, she should have brought the kids to me. Or what do you think about women in child care? What resources do they have? What responsibility do we have as baby dads knowing the power that we don't have?
true. Yeah, and that's the thing too, because you're right. Where the fathers at?
Mm,
Somebody do something to my child, I'm there. I'm on deck.
exactly.
You know what I mean? Rather be verbally, rather just presence. I'm there on deck. You know what I mean? So it's real good. That's a real good question to ask. Like where are the baby dads?
Mm.
And there was one incident. Remember when the school teacher did something to a guy's child? He killed him. He killed him on camera. Went to the
Oh
office
yeah.
and choked him out and everything. Look it up when you get a chance.
Okay.
There was a guy did it. Somebody, the principal did something. Would let him in there with his child. Principal had him in there, so he would let the
I
guy
think I
in.
recall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I
So
recall. Yeah.
you know, but again, even when it comes to custody with children, like they they not giving the fathers. You ain't getting custody unless the person died. You know what I'm saying? Even then, they still try.
Hey, get to the auntie.
Yeah. You know what
Is
I'm
there any
saying?
woman in the house?
Exactly. They still, I done seen dope fiends, man, women get, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just get
Fathers
custody.
wasn't a dope fiend or into drugs, but before she got a situation, she picked up a habit and they still gave her custody.
They're gonna give him
And this
custody.
man was working, this man had
Nah,
everything to prove that he was able and willing, he was well financially set.
I think that's one of the answers as to where the father's at.
And one more thing,
Okay.
the, and the only other way that you would get custody of the child, fully custody, if the mother gave him up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, for example, like my son, he's 37. I had custody of him. I got custody of him when he was 2 years old.
Okay.
Yeah. So the mother ain't want to have nothing to do with it at the time, so I raised him. So
Oh, okay.
that was the only
That's
way.
a good
The
look.
only way I got custody.
Yeah,
Other than
that's a
that,
good look.
you know what I mean? Like my nephew, he got custody. The mother ain't want to be bothered with the kids, so he got custody. And he still, you know what I'm saying, raised a kid. And raised up some good kids. I mean, you know, we raised up when a father's present, it means a lot. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And, you know, it gives a son a sensibility of like, you're going to get checked if you get out of line. Perfect example, like,
Right.
when I grew up in a family home, brothers, sisters, had brothers, no had sisters, pops, moms married and all, and they married till they died. So when they did split up, I was like 12. When I was with my father, A's and B's in school, you know what I'm saying? I was doing good. You know what I mean? My father was there, so he had that kind of like I checkmate kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
attitude, so kept me
Authority
in
figure,
line.
yeah,
You know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying? Kept me in line, kept me smart in school, you know what I'm saying? Kept me focused, you know what I'm saying, even though at a young age. So, you know what I mean, when I went to move with my mom, that's when I, fell off the wayside. Started being in the streets
Yeah,
and
yeah.
all that, started, doing my thing and this and that. So, father presence means something.
It means
It means
everything.
everything. You know what
You
I'm
know.
saying? It means everything. So,